sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me, where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray. Brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome to Outdoors with Larry Ray as we celebrate 17 years on the air. That's a long time. I couldn't hardly figure up how many shows that is, how many hours that is. We were on for an hour early in our career. Then we went to 2 for a while, and I said, this is too much, so let's just go to 1 hour and 90 minutes to the night. So I say the fastest 90 minutes in outdoor radio programming, but it's come a long way since 2001. And one of those guys that has helped us is one of our co-hosts is with us again this morning, and that is Jon Gordon. Good morning, Jon.
Good morning, Larry. And I tell you what, I'm really honored to be here on the 17th anniversary show.
Yeah, you see look at all the stuff going around us. Cakes everywhere, sparklers, all these different kind of things. No, we're really privileged to have Shelby McCollum. She is here to brighten our day on this anniversary. How old were you, Shelby, 17 years ago? 12. Okay, that makes me feel really good. Makes you feel real good right there. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I was when I started here, I think, like that. And golly, you got on an attorney's shirt today. Now I'm getting really nervous over there, Shelby. Yeah, but okay. All right. But anyway, Jon, thank you for being with us. Going to have a busy show today as we celebrate the 17th anniversary. And I'm going to talk a little bit about it in this segment as we kick off because a lot of folks didn't think that we were going to make it a year, much less 17 years. The late Ron Martin, golly, what a guy. He came to me and approached me and asked me after I'd retired from the commercial appeal in January of 2001. He came and said, you really need to do outdoor radio programming. Well, at that time, the commercial appeal did not allow any of their writers to be on the radio without commitments. Now, I think, there's not many of them left, but all of them have shows now, I think. But so I was to meet Ron at a restaurant at a certain time. So I was at what I thought was the restaurant we were talking about, but it turns out there was 2 of those restaurants. I was at one, and Ron Martin was at another one. So that's the way this thing kind of kicked off. Down in the dungeon at WMC, down on, I think it's 16, whatever it is, on Union Avenue. And we were there for many years until Intercom Radio stepped in and brought us to this wonderful facility off 240 and Mount Moriah, 10 minutes from my house. And we've been here ever since. And, man, 17 shows. 52 weeks, you add it up. We've never missed a show. And so really glad to be a part of this team. I'm trying to make it to 20 years. Lord willing, that's my goal. That's just like my goal to make a hole-in-one before I kick the bucket. You know, and I've come close to kicking that bucket. But thank you, Jon, for being part of the team. And Avery has been very gracious over the years. Of course, I know Avery's background. I was there when they were starting with the Triumphant 3, And it seems like yesterday that I was in that warehouse, the garage on Lamar, and now to see Avery is now on solid ground on Cumberland Avenue and doing wonderful now that you're a part of the banded family.
Correct.
And then John, of course, now how long have you been with Avery now?
Oh, let's see. September 19th will be 11 years.
11 years. So, and he was not 12 when he first started. I can tell you that.
No,
for a fact.
I was not.
Yeah, but we were mentioning a lot of things going on. Ron Wong is at the FLW, the Forest Wood Cup at Hot Springs on Lake Ouachita, and he will be reporting this morning along with an official with the FLW about what's going on over there on Hot Springs at the big Forest Wood Cup. And, of course, this weekend is the 20th annual, it's got the longest title of anyone I know, the MidSouth Hunting and Fishing Extravaganza at the Agri Center, which I do all the PR. I am out there, too. I'm everywhere. Not bad for a guy that's middle-aged for a 150-year-old man. So I'm out there all weekend, and we'll be talking to Tommy Cawley, who is one of our seminar speakers, and we'll have him kind of close out today's show. But that going on at the Agri Center, the tournament going on. There's also a big event at Stuttgart, right?
Correct. Max Prairie Wings Fall Fest.
Very big event.
Big event, yes.
Yes, and I know Avery will be represented over there.
Yes, I will be there along with,
So you're heading over there right after the show.
Yeah, right after the show, and we've got pro staffers there, some of our sales reps.
It's a big event.
It's a big event.
Yeah, for all you waterfowl guys and gals, I know it is, and it just seems like that it's hard to pick a date for the Mid-South Hunting and Fishing Extravaganza without bumping into something, because we're always on that second weekend of August. And so if you're traveling over to Stuttgart, about an hour, a little over an hour.
Hour and a half.
Yeah, hour and a half to go over there. And I've been there, and you talk about something that's come a long way, too. When we went on the air in 2001, Max Prairie Wing was, you go over there and get you some waders and stuff like that. Of course, on the Thanksgiving weekend, of course, it came alive with the World Championship. But golly, have they expanded and brought this event and cataloged and everything like that? And
it really has. Marion McCollum and Chuck
Yes.
Locke have done a tremendous job of growing that business. And they're located in, it's just face it, it's a great location, but they really have done a wonderful job with their mail order and their store. From what it started as, a little wing of Marion's father's,
Yes.
hardware store. That was it.
Yes. And the McCullums I'm familiar with those because one of them was formerly married to someone I know that the nation probably knows, but former football coach, but I won't tell it. Used to be at Oklahoma for a long time. But anyway, you probably don't even know that. So
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yes, I think you'd probably figure that out. But
was he a Cowboy Coach as well?
Well, yeah.
There you go. Everybody knows who it is now.
Yeah, and he's from Arkansas and went to school with me at the University of Arkansas. But I also went to school with Jerry Jones in high school, so whatever that means.
There you go.
Yeah, he don't remember me, but his dad and my dad were very good friends, and we could talk about that. 17 years, though. Golly, over and over and over again. And you guys, I've got to admit, the ship is really strong, I think, at Avery. You guys have this is kick-up time, I'm sure. And I mean, you're.
Oh, yeah.
We were just talking. Summer's almost gone, which I'm glad it is. Get it on out of here. But you can think waterfowl.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's hard for us down here, especially when it's, as hot as it's been and everything, and to think about waterfowl hunting. But, you've got the first Canada goose early season opens in North Dakota August 15.
Really?
Right. So it's right here on us. And then you've got, right after that just falls. Canada will open most of the provinces in September.
Okay.
You've got early teal coming up mid-September, both Mississippi, Arkansas, Tennessee. And Tennessee's got the early wood duck as well.
Yeah, it's one
of
the grandfather. There's only about 3 states.
I think Kentucky, Tennessee,
and
maybe South Carolina. Florida.
Well, yeah,
South Carolina,
maybe it's
anyway.
one of those over there. But And that means it's also a busy time for you. You're going to have to start putting out those reports again.
That's right. Yeah, mid-September, the migration reports roll.
The migration reports that Jon does for Avery and all the pro staff that they have. But and that's just part of his job as the marketing director, guru of all that no one else wants to do over there at Avery. But I'm proud of the guys at Avery, proud of what Alan has done, and David and you and all the rest of the guys at Avery since you have bonded with Banded.
Yeah, and we've got your original newspaper article, Larry, from 1994.
That's probably right.
Appeal, framed on the wall.
It should be. And one day I'll be framed on the wall someplace. Just stick me up there. I'm going to be the first person taxidermist.
Really?
So they
Well, let Pat Pitt taxidermy you. What do you think?
Well, does he do humans? I know there was
just ducks and geese. I think
one of the stories I did in all these years, and I've been writing now 50 years, was I went over to Patterson, Arkansas. I'll never forget. The guy's got a taxidermist place. I don't know if he's still over there, but the reason I noticed it because I took my wife, and on the front of his door he says, "We don't use humans." So I was that made me feel good. There was a chance I might go home. But he did all sorts of other things. But looking forward to talking to Gary Mason about the Legends of the Outdoors Hall of Fame. Really an exciting time. Gary has picked out some of the legends that we will probably have most of them on this over the years, and I've been thinking back to 17 years ago on that first show with Ronnie Shannon and Gene Smith, and we had Jason Levowich was our first show producer, and I've heard he's gone on to bigger and better things. And then we were there at WMC back behind the TV place, and and it was a long time ago, but enjoy it. And so I hope you can come out this weekend to the MidSouth Hunting and Fishing Extravaganza. Look for me. I'll be doing the PA, doing all the seminars. We got seminars already started yesterday. We got more of them kicking off today and tomorrow. And, of course, we have the duck calling competition going on. Final Flight Outfitters, our good friends up there in Union City, Kelly Powers and all those guys up there usually help us on that. And then we've also got Jason Patterson from Buck Gardner Calls going to be up there as one of our seminar speakers. The taxidermy contest is a hoot just to see what some people come up with the taxidermy. And the big buck contest will be tomorrow afternoon. You'll be able to go out there and see some big bucks. I don't know if in velvet or not, but we've got the velvet hunt coming up, and I'm going to church Wednesday night, and right there inside the buffalo, the bison pen at Shelby Farms must have been a 12 point.
Wow.
Up there. I didn't see a buffalo anywhere, but I saw this with me and my wife, and I almost ran off the road on Farm Road, but it was in full velvet and a massive deer. So, wow, a lot of things going on. All right, we're going to take a break on this anniversary day. Come right back, and we're heading to Hot Springs. Ron Wall, he's on the road again. We'll be right back.